next guest is considered one of the foremost surgeons in the country, in fact in the world. He operates in the biggest athletes on the planet, including Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Derek Jeter, Michael Jordan, just to mention a few. But after decades of surgeries, Dr. James Andrews has noticed a dangerous epidemic involving teen athletes. Dr. James Andrews joins us this morning from Birmingham, Alabama. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Good morning, good morning.
You've referred to this as an epidemic, the amount of shoulder and elbow surgeries among teen athletes. What is happening in this country?
Well, you know, sports is a big part of our social and economic environment in the United States, and we're all for kids participating in sports. But we've seen an epidemic, about 5 times increase in sports-related injuries in our youth since year 2000. So there's the problem.
Yes, you say that in 2001-2002 you performed 13 shoulder operations on teenagers, 241 over the next 6 years. What is the warning to parents and coaches across this country?
Well, our research here in Birmingham at ASMI shows that if a young baseball player, for example, participates with fatigue, either seasonal fatigue, yearly fatigue, or event fatigue, there's about a 36-to-1 times that he'll injure his throwing arm if he's fatigued. So overuse and fatigue are the big factors.
And just want to point out, these Tommy John elbow surgeries, these shoulder surgeries that you perform, the intention there was for professional athletes. It was not intended to be something that was frequently used for teenage athletes. Where do parents draw the line between normal and overuse?
Well, there are certain risk factors that are just common sense risk factors, and the number one risk factor is year-round sports, year-round baseball, for example, playing in more than one league at the same time, pitch count, overuse of pitching, and not having a pitch count rule. So all of these factors will play a part in these young kids getting hurt, and that's the reason for the escalation.
It's a good thing that you are bringing attention to, and parents should really pay attention. I have to ask you before we go, I know you operated on the famed shoulder of Brett Favre this past offseason. There are some doubts that he may or may not stand up to the 16-game season. How do you think this shoulder will hold up on the old man?
Oh, you know, his age may be there, but he's a young kid at heart, and I'm sure as long as he's having fun playing, he's surrounded himself by a great bunch of football players with the Minnesota Vikings. He's got that running back up there, so I would expect Brett to have a great year.
You think he'll make it 16 games?
Well, we're gonna hope so, and he's prepared, and we've done the best we could. He has too, and I would say that everybody's got their neck stuck out, but I think he'll be fine.
All right, Dr. Andrews, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Anywhere parents can go for more information on how to avoid shoulder and elbow surgeries for their teen athletes?
Well, they can certainly join our website at American Sports Medicine Institute, and we've got plenty of information. There's lots of information on the internet about prevention of injuries in youth sports.
Doc, we hope parents are listening. Thank you so much. I know you have an Alabama and an Auburn football game to get to. Appreciate your time this morning. All right, let's get outside.